Definitely going through all the documents within Procore, trying to get familiar with the job when they brought me on this job site. You know, I dealt with a lot of the documentation and organization, daily logs, all that kind of stuff. So I found myself spending a lot of time in my day on the computer trying to get organized there and kind of find all the right documentation. Yeah, so I spend most of my day out in the field dealing with the subs and the ongoing work out in the field. And I find having Trunk on my phone readily available to answer any questions from them is very helpful, especially since, you know, I'm getting asked questions from one sub, and then when I'm trying to go walk inside to get an answer, another sub pulls me aside, asks me another question. So finding out that I have this tool readily available and get them the answer in that moment when they need it has been amazing. Definitely using it for RFIs, seeing if, you know, with the work going on outside, if we have any RFIs that have to do with said work. Basically just kind of organization of all the documentation, you know, inspections, seeing where we're missing inspections, if I've documented the inspections correctly. So definitely a lot of document control and just a lot of information, you know, just gaining all the information I can to go back out there and just help answer questions fast. Instead of having to, you know, go through all the documentation beforehand and searching through all the drawings, I have Trunk Tools draft up, you know, specific items to said inspection, get the information there, walk outside. If I even find any further discrepancies or need further clarification, I can pull up my phone with Trunk Tools right there, ask its further questions, and it gives me the answer right away. Time is money, you know, and I find that schedule, especially on a job site like ours where we have 2 buildings, you know, searching for the same TCO. If we get a sub and answer quick, they're working quick. So that definitely saves a lot of time and money. This past year, I've actually had to deal a lot with drafting up RFIs. And the RFI tool to draft them up has been tremendously helpful. Instead of me going back and forth with my colleagues, making sure the RFI is ready to go, I have Trunk Tools draft me up the RFI, I vet it myself. Again, I'll give it a quick pass, but I find that it streamlines the work. It's always good to go, and I send it out. The SOP tool has been awesome, definitely because I've been dealing with all the field work. So making sure all the subcontractors are following all the Suffolk SOPs in terms of safety, making sure they have all their documentation, know what documentation they need to submit daily. I find that's very helpful, especially in the field aspect. Why isn't every job using this? That's definitely my first thought. Especially having a lot of younger generation guys coming into the industry. I mean, it's been an awesome tool to help me out. In meetings, you know, the owners, the architects, somebody may have, the subcontractors may have a question. Everybody's kind of looking through all the documentation, whereas you have it right on your laptop, put in the question real quick, within 5 minutes you have an accurate answer for us to move on to the next topic. So we have a saying on our job site that we want to build like gentlemen. I find that any job site that wants to do the same as us should definitely be using any sort of technology, especially Trunk Tools, to save a lot of the time searching up information, you know, helping them draft RFIs, go through submittals. I don't see it where in the future every job site won't have Trunk Tools on it.